Hi everyone, I'm your host, Steve Savant, syndicated financial columnist and money gamer extraordinaire. Today we're asking the question, is selling my life insurance policy worth looking at? With President and CEO of the Life Insurance Settlement Association, Darwin Basting. Welcome to the show, Darwin.
Thank you.
If I'm a senior and I can't make these premiums, what is my alternative for my life insurance to turn this into cash?
About 100 years ago, the United States Supreme Court judged life insurance policy as personal property. Therefore, it gave it the characteristics that other personal property had and that you can in fact sell it. Now, most people who hold life insurance are not aware of that. So therefore, when they're doing their planning and their thinking, they get this premium notice and they pay the premiums and they don't stop and think, well, maybe I can't afford these premiums anymore. Maybe I really don't need this policy anymore. And it's time to stop and reevaluate what I might be able to do with it. So yes, selling that policy is an option they ought to consider.
So walk me through the mechanics, okay? I found a policy in my safety deposit box,
Yes.
And I have that in my box and I'm thinking, okay, now what do I do with that?
Well, first thing you might do is think about what advisor you would want to contact to help you with that. Life insurance, you bought it from an agent, so you may know an agent or a life insurance broker who would know something about it. So they are probably the first stop. What they would do then is we'll go to a life settlement broker and say, this person has a policy that they would like to sell. And the life settlement broker represents the best interests and operates with a fiduciary capacity, so to speak, to that person selling the possible. So their role is to get the best price they can for that policy out in the marketplace.
This isn't just one. You're going to be sending this out to multiple bids. Highest bidder should win. That's what we're really looking for.
That's correct.
And from the time I start this process to the time I finish the bid, not actually getting money, you're just finishing the bid, what's that process time?
Well, that process time could be a couple of months. By the time you gather all your information, you put it out. What they will do is they'll send out the medical information and they will get a life expectancy report. And that report is basically an estimation of what your expected remaining life will be. And that information is needed in order to price the product, the sale to you. Then they will tell you what they're going to do to send the policy out to various providers through what's known as the auction process, so that they compete with each other to pay the highest price that they can get for their client to sell that policy.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's show. I want to thank Darwin for being on our show, our special guest and today's Money Mentor. And keep in mind, before moving forward with any of the ideas on our show, especially this one, always consult your tax advisor and your legal counsel.